Hey everyone, Mark here from a Nerd Named Mark podcast, or a Nerd Named Mark reviews, which this is an episode for. Uh, I'm going to be going over Zenkaiger episode 4, which was titled The Trembling Big Meddler. Um, I was really critical and harsh on episode 3, and my friend brought it up too. He was like, don't you think you're a little tough on it because of the green screens and all the CG looked kind of was off putting and wonky to me? And like I said in the video and the audio review, I get it. Pandemic, quarantine, like you gotta film how, like, to the best of your abilities. I take all that back because episode 4, I don't think there was any outside of the cool, like, visual effect, like fighting thing they usually do really quickly, like the weird action sequence. Other than that, there was barely any green screen at all, I don't think. So I've really enjoyed this episode. Um, Obviously, we have our fifth member finally, the janitor, aka Vroom. Uh, a lot of story, a lot of like this was good on the action, but this was very plot driven and moving the plot forward with new, like, planting the seed of new plot devices and new, like, character development and new, like, information being brought to light. So the main thing is the janitor was talking Ijarud about if the worlds were being restored from trap Toji gears. That's when Ijarud was just like, have you told anyone else? Because I think he noticed it too. And then he's like, no. And then he's like, okay, well, now you got to be scrapped. So the whole entire time now, the janitor's running from the minions. By the way, the intro still gets, I mean, I know we're 4 episodes in, but that intro song still gets stuck in my head. I love it so much. It's so good. It's on my phone. I listen to it. Um, but yeah, that's the point. Uh, I cut out a lot of stuff now, so with the reviews, they're not going to be as long. They're going to be easier to digest, quicker to the point, and not really a step by step. So just a lot of bullet points and a lot of like things that stuck with me. So the Toji Gear monster and world of the week this week is the boxing world. So, or boxing topia, so to speak. I loved everything about this because when the monster showed up, you would hear like a fighting bell, and then whoever heard it in the back of their head, which could be Kinkanoid, Kikatonoid, yeah, the robots or the humans, it wouldn't be everyone, just certain people. They would hear the bell and it would show up, and then they would instantly get boxing gloves and just start boxing. So there was like a bride beating up everyone at her wedding, a schoolgirl just beating up everyone around her, a cop fighting someone, a doctor, and then there's this old man who just wanted some rainbow ice cream, and he just kept trying to beat up grandma, and Kato jumped in the way and got knocked out. It was very entertaining. uh, so eventually, they're gonna go and they find the boxing villain, and they keep trying to henshin, and the janitor's running by being chased, and he keeps bumping and asking questions while they're trying it and interrupting them, which was hilarious. And then he stopped. He starts questioning about their Sentai gears and Toji gears. He's like, "You guys are really, you guys really got Sentai gears? You guys are really fighting them? You know the Toji gear?" Like, and I was just like, "Okay, this is great." And then eventually, because now Kato and Gowan and everyone else know about the Toji gears, the world's being freed. Izuru now says, "Okay, your main goal is to now, like the boxing villain, you gotta get rid of him, get rid of Vroom, get rid of the janitor." So now they started something called the Toji Tendo Cup, which now means everyone just goes after janitor slash Vroom. And I thought it was really cool. We finally got his name, and while they're trying to hide in this and that, they're going to like libraries and walking down the street, and street vendors and Vroom's just like, "What's this?" It's like, "Oh, it's a balloon animal, isn't it cute?" He's like, "It is cute." And then they're like, "Oh, what is this?" He's like, "They're fishnets. They go on your legs and like snacks." And the one thing that got stuck in my head constantly is Vroom just saying, "My engine vroom vroom," and I was just like constantly just like, that's the catchphrase. That's what's gonna get stuck in my head because I keep hearing it. Um, so now that this episode was really good in the fact that we have more information on Toji gears and what they are and how everything happened with trapping the worlds. We got more of the explanation for how the Kikaitopia world and this world kind of merged together, which was great. The Zenkai room, so good. I like he's like Go Go Power, and then it was Go Go Sentai Kenger or Kenger, and he was just like, "What does Go Go Power mean?" And then Sichan pops in his head and starts explaining it to him. And he's like, "Who's that in my head? Who's talking?" I was like, the humor in this is just so good when it's not slapstick. The boxing thing made sense. I don't count that as slapstick because some of those action sequences with people boxing were really good. Also, our Sentai gear of the week was Gosai Sentai Die Ranger, and that was cool to see. Because I noticed, every week there's the Toji gear of the week, and then there's the Sentai gear of the week. And this week was Gogo Sentai or Gosai Sentai Die Ranger, which was cool. I like this whole Zord thing, by the way. Okay, so with the Zords, we got to see obviously we got to see Majin and Vroom combine, and we got whole new music for their combination, and it's the Zenkaio uh, Vromajin, or yeah, Vromajin or Zoom Zoromajin. I'm gonna mess that up. I'm sorry. And they were just swapping in the middle of battle, so it was like Majin and Gowan swapped and this and that, and I was like, okay, this is cool for the fighting. And it wasn't really a very CG heavy fight, and I thought it was cool because they were in boxing rings. Um, the main thing is we got a cliffhanger, and I'm gonna go over it. Like I said, I'm not gonna go play by play. I'm just going over everything. So we kind of got like a cliffhanger because when Kato was talking about his parents and he said their names, Vroom was like those names, and he's like, "Oh, I heard those names before in Ijiru's lab," and I was like, "What?" And then it kind of zoomed out and then panned over to a family photo of Kato with his parents, and I was like, "Okay, you're gonna leave me on this cliffhanger." But it's just like I was already talking about before. There's something going on with his parents because they had the Sentai gears. And it was kind of cool that Vroom was just like the Sentai gears. He's like, they didn't trap, like how do you get the Sentai gears? Other people, like, kind of like if they're like the Toji gears where people are trapped in them. And that's when Sachan brings up Kato's parents' name and this and that. And I was like, this is smart. There's a lot of moving parts here. A lot of things are set up. A lot of things are going in motion. And I was like, we got more information at Toji Gears. We got information about the Kikai Topia world and the merger, which almost to the sense means that maybe they can be unmerged at some point. So I'm really curious. And next week is a Sushi World Toji Gear. So that's going to be even more entertaining. And I can't wait. Obviously, I don't have to wait that long because I've been working so much. This review is going up, I think, literally two, maybe 3, maybe 2 days before episode 5 drops. So, with that being said, what are you thinking so far of Zenkaiger? I'm really enjoying it. I think after last week's episode 3 and now with the quality of episode 4, I'm back on board. I was kind of questioning if I was going to really be invested in it anymore, but this episode brought me back in, and I'm really happy that there's a lot less green screens. And even though, like I said, I understand the situation, why it's needed, it's just for me personally, it kind of took me out of it. But now that, it's back to norm, like not normal, but now that there's less, like, I'm like, okay, I like this. This is great. There's more interactions with set pieces and this and that. So that's it for the video. Let me know in the comments below what you think so far of Zenkaiger. What do you think of Room and the Zenkaio Majin Zord? Because I thought that was just so good looking, and I want the toys now. Getting the Zords, I'm definitely am. That's gonna happen 100%. With that being said, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next video.